Good morning, everybody. It's November 21st, a week away from Thanksgiving, 2024. Bear with me, hope you enjoy. And now the learning begins. For me, for you, let's go. Okay, so here we have, we're going to warm up by doing our art. That is the easiest and most facile way for me to warm up. And then in doing so, I will then graduate to music and academics, not necessarily in that order, but probably in that order. Okay, so we have, this kind of pen. It's Sakura Japanese brush pen, medium gauge that I get at a special store in Brooklyn. Arts and Crafts Supply, doesn't matter. I'm not here to plug the place. I mean, they're pretty good. In fact, I go there all the time for these because I can't find them anywhere else. I'm sure I could order them online, but that's not my style. I like to go to an art supply store and really see what's there. And then sometimes I get other ideas and talk to the people there too. That's very important. Mostly the people that work at an art supply store, if you have a favorite, like I do in Brooklyn, which is, if you have a favorite, it can be very empowering to talk to the other people. A lot of times the people that work there are kind of like you, if you're like me, if that makes sense. Okay, so in the time that I've been yakking, we did a little bit of shading. Let's do something on the horse so you can see how really, we're really doing something here. Because while I'm talking and it's out of camera and stuff, let's just give an example. It's not exactly how I would do it if I was actually, I'm using it as a kind of an indicator of how to use blending and fading of a drier brush pen. This is a brush pen, it's drier. If I was by myself in a studio and all I cared about was the art itself and not communicating with others about the art and how that relates to other things that matter in the world, I would dip it in water over and over in just the right amounts. You get just the right technical, and it's like by the time you do that, you might as well just have a camera. Or you could do completely conceptual work, which is human rebellion against the camera, which ultimately art began as a way to communicate tribes between each other that had other ways, that barely had language, and the languages they had, they didn't communicate. You had to use sound and representations of the sound to represent what you wanted. You could point to the water hole and sing. The other tribe could argue with you that that's not the tune, that you would sing for a water hole and sing something else. And then the other tribe might say, well, okay, here's a picture of what we want. We want you and me shaking hands in front of the water hole, and they might draw a stick figure of two hands shaking in front of some water. You just don't know. That's my hypothesis about the beginnings of language and symbols that represent language. Look at the Chinese alphabet. Really look at it and see that it developed from things like pictures that represented very important things that needed to be communicated and developed and then consolidated into a kind of a generic image that represented that same picture over the course of eons of time. Into time. Everybody have a great day. Next is guitar, and after that, if we get a chance, maybe keyboard. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody.